Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another tea leaf reading. I love these readings. I did actually try it with coffee. It did not work. I think we're just still meant to stick with the tea. So here's the tea today. So we have three groups here. We have group number 1 with the peach selenite, group 2 with the black tourmaline, and group 3 with the clear quartz. Today we're going to be doing your immediate future. We're going to be covering career, love, and just anything that you need to know. I really just want to do a general psychic reading for you guys because I feel like that's kind of what we need right now, is just some guidance and some help from the universe and our angels and guides and everything like that. So please choose your group now. We have group number 1, 2 and 3, and we're just going to be seeing what's to come up for you guys. So this can also be in the month of October/November as well. I mean, this is your immediate future, so whenever you're watching this, but I will be uploading this around October, November. So if you guys are wanting an autumn prediction, this is for you as well. But this is a general reading, so however this reading comes to you, then that is what it's for. So let's get started. Let's see what the future holds for you. Let's see. So we have group number 1, group 2 and group 3, and I'm also going to be pulling some cards from the Divine Directions. This is from Rockpool. I love this company. They do some amazing cards. So all right, let's pull some of these as well, and this is just going to be a word as well that's going to kind of represent your future. Okay, so let's do group number 1. Let's see what wants to come out. We have recharge. Group number 1 is recharge. Okay, and then we got group number 2. We have positive and guides. That is group number 2. Whoops, sorry guys, you can see my microphone. Group number 2. And then group number 3. I feel like group number 3 is really orientated with love. There's a lot of love stuff going on with group number 3. So let's see. Trust. Oh, relationship stuff coming up. Yes. Okay, so that's group number 3. So we're going to be covering pretty much everything in this reading. So if you need a love reading, if you need a career reading, this reading is just generally for you guys. So let's get started. Start with group number 1 with the peach selenite. Okay, group number 1, hello. So you guys chose the peach selenite. You also chose the card of recharge, and I love this card because it just sums up everything at the moment, because we are literally forcing ourselves to do things that we don't want to do, and we are possibly a single mother. We probably feel like a single mother without the children. We just feel like a lot of responsibility is on us at the moment, and I feel like this is directly aimed at me. We have some tea that I need to brush away. I feel like a lot of you guys have Virgo tendencies, because that's really what I'm getting from this group. This feels very mercurial. It feels like there's a lot of Gemini and a lot of Virgo in this group. So that's very much what you guys are kind of focusing on, is kind of focusing on calming your mind. There's definitely need for you to get back in your body. So I would highly recommend doing something that gets you in your body. What really helped me recently was just going for a run, and I haven't gone for a run in so long because I've been traveling so much and I really needed it. It literally doesn't even take that much, but honestly guys, there is so much mental energy blasting at us right now. It is very difficult to kind of get comfortable with what's going on. There's just so much being like thrown at us. So it's fine, it's fine. It's not selfish to take time out to look after yourself. Please slow down. That's what this card is saying. So I feel like I want to pull a couple more of these, a couple more of the Divine Directions, and then we'll get into your tea leaves. So this reading is going to be a little bit shorter than what I normally do. I just feel like I want to do more of like little snippets, because sometimes we don't need a long reading to kind of get into it, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, we have flow. I mean, that makes so much sense. So much sense. And then we have clearing. Okay, recharge, flow and clearing. Oh, this makes so much sense. Sorry guys, I wanted to change up the lighting because it was looking a bit dark, but hopefully that looks a bit better. Okay, so we have recharge, flow and clearing. You are literally clearing so much stuff. Like, you are clearing the past, the present, and not future, because that hasn't happened yet, but honestly you're clearing so much. It says you need more flexibility in your life, allow yourself to go with the flow. And then we have clearing. Remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional and material clutter. They're saying, I want you to cry, I want you to eat good food that kind of lifts you up, not just even food that tastes good, just food that just nourishes you and has a lot of protein in it. And I'm talking like plant protein, I'm talking animal protein, whatever protein really gives you that sense of nourishment and allows you to kind of move about your day-to-day life. Because there's a lot of like there's a lot of stuck energy, and I'm picking up that every essence of your life, like every department of your life, like your love life, career, things like that, it's like a plug in all of it. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look and see why is there a plug. Let me see if we can put this line up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so let's see, why is there a plug in group number 1's life? What's that about? Okay, so we have difficult decisions, weighing up options, and doubt, confusion. Okay, so I literally see you moving from one stage of your life to another. You're going from this indecisive, confused person to feeling a lot more masculine and a lot more connected to your masculine, but not in a way that overpowers you. In a really kind of like ready to act, ready to enter the world, re-entering the world. I'm feeling really good actually. So we have the 3 of Swords, we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. I genuinely feel that you are literally mastering your craft, and this sounds so weird because maybe you're not even, maybe you haven't got a job right now, maybe you haven't got an actual full-on craft, but what it feels like to me is you're literally finding your place. It sounds like I'm hearing a place of worship, like you're finding your sanctuary, and that can look like a job, that can look like a home, that can look like a relationship, and it could be all 3 things, because it seems like to me everything feels really intense, but it's not going to be like that forever. I'm picking up no more than 4 to 7 months. Things can really, honestly, will shift so much better, and I'm picking up my jaw is relaxing. So I'm picking up like probably the next like 2 to 3 months can be a little bit confusing, but things will get sorted. Like this is more of the boring kind of time where things have to be done but you don't want to do it. It's kind of like financial stuff or contracts, things like that just are very, very slow. And honestly, this is a time of clearing. This is getting the bad, boring stuff out of the way. And I mean bad as in like it's just boring. Like it's not stuff that you want to do. It is stuff that is just very, very boring. Okay, my Libra inside is like, ew, I don't like boring things. Okay, so let's have a little looky into this cup. Okay, first thing I'm picking up is a dinosaur. That's so random. And I'm picking up on like sheep, and I'm picking up like you're feeling like prey. You're feeling like the prey, like you're the sheep and you're going to get hunted down. It feels like to me, this is a very temporary feeling. It feels to me like you're going through a lot of feelings of shame and a guilt. And it feels like to me, yeah, you feel like you're going to be hunted down. You're not going to be hunted down. It literally is just an emotion that's coming up. It feels like you're shedding a lot of your trauma from childhood. Maybe when you were younger, you could have felt like everyone was on your case, or everyone, maybe you went through a lot of emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse. Because I'm picking up like you feel like a target of abuse. And I'm picking up it happened possibly when you were 8 years old, 6 or 10. A lot of the time it's 10 years old for this group. Okay, so what I see happening is I see you escaping and becoming more free, and I feel like within the next 4 months I do see a new person coming into your life, entering into your life, who is possibly a new partner, who is going to literally lift you up from the ground upwards. And it feels like it's a really weird or bad timing, like you're saying this is bad timing, because nothing is bad timing, you know, but this feels like to you bad timing. Like, why would you come into my life now? I pick up like a polar bear as well. Polar bears are a really good omen for you. I'm not sure what they mean, but they're telling me it means family and connections. So I do feel like you're coming into new family, new connections that are going to happen probably within, I would say, no later than 3 months. There's some new people coming in, and I do see some stability. I'm feeling like your money feels really scattered, like your money is just thrown everywhere. You're having to make a lot of like, not small purchases, but purchases are all over the place. So maybe you have to make a car purchase and lots of food that you got to suddenly buy all of a sudden. Like normally you know it's a certain amount and then it's suddenly gone up, or like your house is, you're having to change your home. Like you have so many things that you're having to deal with, and it feels very Virgo. It's like, I would say to you, make lists all the time. Make so many lists. This is going to help you a lot, and it sounds really kind of silly, but honestly this is going to help you so much. I thought it was a lawnmower, like starting, because I was thinking that is so typical, but it's an aeroplane, so we're all good. Okay, so I feel like your birthday, your next birthday, is going to really show you your limitations. And this sounds really bad, but I'm going to tell you just honestly what I'm feeling like. It's going to show you your limitations and they're going to be flicked away. So it's kind of like going for a breakup with your old self. That's what I feel. So by your birthday coming up, the next birthday that's going to come up for you, even if you just had one, it's going to be possibly the next one, unless you feel like massive changes are happening. I feel like by your next birthday, you are going to feel so good. You're going to feel so different, and you're going to feel like you have literally shed your entire personality. And don't be afraid if you lose friends or friends come out your life or anyone comes out your life. It is going to get better. It's just you have to shed a lot of this old kind of wounding. It's kind of like a snake shedding its skin. The snake can hold on to the skin as long as possible, but at the end of the day, it still has to shed. Like, it has to. That is part of life. Annoyingly, I know it's scary, but it is part of life. That is what happens. So this in mind, like, it's okay for you to be able to shed your skin sometimes. It's okay to be different. It's okay to let go of things that you thought were going to be there for a long time, especially if you're going for a breakup. I'm picking up like a cracking in a heart. A lot of you guys might be going for a breakup. Okay, so I'm sorry if you are going for a breakup. I'm here for you. So I'm also picking up a frog omen. So frogs could be a really good omen. Can you see that, like a big lump? It looks like a frog. This looks like an umbrella. So it looks to me like there's a connection between frogs and water, and you're getting your hands nice and dirty. I would say if you're going to be moving or you're changing your home environment, get near nature as much as possible. Get near mud, get near earth, get near, like, make sure you have a garden. If that's something you want. But I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to be near woods or gardens or greenery, things like that. Okay, so let's see. So I'm seeing a new guy coming in. So if you guys are wanting a partner and you're wanting a male partner, I do see a romantic partner of a guy with a name beginning with J, A, or D, maybe you, but mainly D, A, and J. Okay, so I also see, if you guys are wanting a female, I'm seeing F, A, and S. So that could possibly be somebody coming in. It does feel like it's romantic. I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to be the most random encounter you've ever had. Like, you're used to kind of things being like trying to organize things to the nth degree. You cannot literally like, I can only tell you so much about this encounter, but honestly guys, this is such a random encounter. Okay, I've had to pause this reading so many times because there's been so many things going on. There is so many things, like noise and things going on. I don't know why. So it's obviously a lot of like outside circumstances that are like changing your life at the moment. Okay, so let's see. I feel like this Christmas is going to be really good for you as well. And this is like a little person. I feel like dancing is so good for you. You could actually meet some really nice people through a group that moves their body. So it could be yoga, it could be dance, it could be badminton, tennis, or something like that. But whatever it is, you are having so much fun and you're meeting new people. So I feel within the next 3 to 5 months, there's definitely a lot of good changes coming. I'm sorry it's taking so long, the changes, but it does feel like it is going to be really good for you guys. And honestly, the main thing you need to know is to just be quiet and calm and know and really trust that everything is sorting itself out. You are doing enough, and you are doing enough, you can do enough, and there isn't anything that you're missing out on. Okay, I really do feel like you are moving into something very new. It's very, very, very different. That's why it's feeling so complicated and uncomfortable. But honestly, this is going to be so much better. And I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. Hopefully you can't. But I have got some background noise going on. I'm just going to try and ignore it. Okay, so let's get a couple of cards around relationships and things like that, because I feel like I want to kind of look into that, and we'll see what wants to go on. So I'm hearing 1 to 2. So it could be 1 to 2 months. It could be 1 to 2 people coming in as well. Okay, so we have asks. This is to do with your relationships. And we have passion. So I do feel as if the main thing for you is to really ask a lot of questions when it comes to your friendships and new people coming into your life. Don't be afraid to really get a lot of information from people. Like, if you're getting a service from somebody, or if you are having a conversation with somebody and you want to make sure that every detail is covered, yes, that is the best thing for you to do. I'm hearing it says it's okay to ask for help, it's not a sign of weakness. And it says passion isn't conformed to sensual energy. Life is meant to be felt, don't hold back. So I really feel for a lot of you guys, this is a really important part of you just coming out of the woodwork, and it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable at first. It's kind of like you're driving a car for the first time. That is what it feels like within the last 6 months. It's almost like you've been given this new opportunity to use your body in a different way. So what I feel is, it looks like to me that you need to have some sort of information to meet this new kind of person. So if you are looking for a new relationship, the best thing to do is when you're trying new things, whether it be a new group, you're walking down a new street, you are, anything like that, don't be afraid to ask questions. Some people will know more than you do, and that's okay, and they want you to ask more questions. And when it comes to asking as well, they're telling me, like, when you meet new people, don't be afraid to ask some questions like, oh, what do you think of this new restaurant? Or, what sort of job do you do? Do you like it? And like, to me, they're showing me like you're feeling not very human. You're feeling like your humanness is kind of being taken away from you. I'm just going to up the ISO. I feel like your humanness is kind of being stripped away from you. And because you're going through so much, it's almost like your energy is just being stripped. So that's definitely what they want you to do. Like, don't be scared of asking questions. Another thing is also to limit your interactions with certain people. So there's a couple of people in your life that may be really pulling on your energy, whether they are depressed, whether they are narcissists, whether they are people who just constantly want your attention. There's definitely this pull of kind of pulling you down. So I would say try and limit your conversations with these people as much as possible if you can. If they are people from your job, they're saying even more so. Like for your job, like you've really got to kind of weigh up the options. Like, is this good for your mental health, or is this not? Can I actually keep going with this, or is this just going to destroy my mental health completely? So the other thing they want to tell me is, for those of you in relationships, they want you to ask more. They want you to ask your partner more questions. They want you to ask for more depth in your relationship. So if you've been with this person for quite a long time, they want you to really see how deep you can go with this person, because they want to show you like who is your best partner to be with. Like, even if you're with someone and you're happy, there is still more that you can get out of the relationship. Sometimes we kind of only go so far thinking that that's what I need, but at the end of the day, like, if I'm hearing there's something that you're not telling your partner that you could just have a conversation about. It could be having more physical intimacy, it could be spending a little bit more money, but even if it's just like every month or something like that, because I'm hearing like there's a pressure of intimacy, whether it be spending more money, whether it be being physical, whether it be something like that. The sense of like you're like stretching yourself a bit too far, and they just want you to show your partner a little bit more like support, that it doesn't matter what you go through with these situations, that it literally doesn't matter. Like, you're going to be there no matter what. So spend that little bit of extra money. Like, it is worth it. It really is. Like, nothing is that bad. Okay, so let's get you a couple more cards and we'll just see what else wants to come through. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, group number 1. Nature's cycles. So you could be on your monthly. If you're a woman, you could be on your monthly right now. Got the pathway. Okay, so a lot of you guys are literally needing to move in more naturey areas. So even a more naturey country, maybe a country that has more greenery. There's definitely a pull towards nature more, and I love this combination, especially with the creation card. Creation card is one of my favorites, and manifestation. So what I feel for you is a lot of you guys are just feeling really worried that you're not going to manifest what it is that you desire, whether it could be a job, it could be a partnership. And they're showing me like life is like a circle, like a spiral. It is repeated. Like, sometimes your lessons are repeated, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. So it might feel like things are repeating themselves, or things are going really slowly, you're really stuck, things are really confusing. But they're actually showing me like the fact that from like Australia to like the UK as an example, the toilet water, when you flush the toilet, it goes the other way. So it's kind of like sometimes it feels like things are a bit upside down, or they look like they're going backwards. but they're not, they're just different. Like for you guys, you have a lot of karma that you're literally releasing, and it feels like the last dreads of it, like literally the last part, like the really tiny part. It's kind of like when you come out of an illness and you're just doing that last part, and sometimes that can be the most uncomfortable part, because your body is like literally going up a mountain, and it's like, then it's, once it's over the mountain, it starts to heal, then you start to feel a lot better. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you're kind of climbing a mountain right now, and this song has been stuck in my head the last 2 days, which is A Climb by Miley Cyrus, and that is literally what I feel is going on right now. It feels so heavy and like awkward and uncomfortable, but it's like, it's so necessary. And I think what's the hardest part is we're moving so much physical energy as well at the moment, like so much emotional stuff is being shifted. So yes, it will be uncomfortable, but honestly guys, look up the frog spirit, because I really feel like there's something about the frog spirit that's coming up for you guys. But what I'm feeling is, when it comes to the more colder months, which in England would be in the next couple of months, like November, December, that is going to be when things start to turn around for you. When they're telling me when the weather gets more watery, more moist, things will start to get a little bit easier and lighter. But I do see it getting a lot better and a lot more comfortable. Okay, so let's get you one more card. Actually, let's get you a rune. Let's see what we got out my little magic bag. Okay, so let's have a little rummage. I'm getting like the number 6 as well, which is always a good one. A confusing one, but it's a good number. Like 6 I've never really vibed with, but for what they're telling me, it seems good. Okay, so we have these two. So we have my little bookie. Let's see what it says. Okay, so this one actually faces the other way. And it says, wisdom, enlightenment, illumination, and finding one's true calling. I mean, that makes sense, because a lot of you guys are being swayed one way to another, and that's probably why things just feel really uncomfortable and confusing. And this says protection, support, and awakening and intuition. So basically you're being awakened, like to the nth degree. I don't even know how much we could be awakened, but honestly I'll be awakened so much. And the last one I'm picking for your relationships we have is strength and endurance, hard work and vitality. So I'm going to say that within the next 1 to 2 months, it is going to be a little bit rocky. I know, I'm sorry if you're going through it. I know, trust me, I'm really fucking going through it, honestly. But I really do feel like there is just the last dreads of this, because your life is going to change so much. You have to really shed a lot of stuff. Like, life is just not black and white. It really isn't. With nature, there's always this general transition. So when you go from spring to summer, the trees don't suddenly get fruit. You have to go from a leaf to a flower to a fruit. So you can get angry at the tree for not producing fruit, but it ain't going to make it go any faster. That's basically your sign. It's like, I know you want the fruit, I know you want that harvest, I know you want, your manifestations, but honestly, you are at the flowering phase, and the flowering phase isn't a bad phase. It just means you're one step closer to getting what you want. But you've got to recognize that sometimes it is literally one thing at a time before you get what you want. It's kind of like if you want to manifest a house, well, you need the money first, so you have to look at your finances and in your job. So I think part of it is just learning to deal with the frustration, which is why we need to move our body and things like that. So that is your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to, please subscribe, comment and like this video. And if you'd like to, I am doing my private readings at the moment. I am a little bit slow to reply at this moment of uploading, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'm going for a lot of changes like this reading. But if you'd like to get a reading, I will get back to you as soon as I can. So please email me or Instagram message me, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So we have the black tourmaline, which is so good right now. There's a lot of like heavy, weird, cranky stuff going on right now. So this will definitely help you with EMF waves from your phone, your laptop, your Wi-Fi. So stick it near it if you feel drawn to do that. And I'm also getting a lot of throat chakra stuff. Group number 2s don't let me get a lot of throat chakra stuff, so that's interesting. Okay, so we have positive and guides. We have positive, enjoy this positive time, smile, know that everything is going well. And then we have guides. Your spirit guides are there to help you communicate with your spirit guides today. All right, so let's get one more card. Let's see what else wants to come through. I actually am picking up like loads of really random words. So they're telling me London, they're saying fairies and warlocks, they're telling me cosplay, they're saying play as well. So if you would like to, you know, try like Comic-Con or something like that. I don't know when Comic-Con is, but I'm feeling like you might want to go to a convention, or you might start conventions or something like that. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so we have proud. Be proud of who you are, where you've been and where you're going. And then we have create. Unlock your creative side with dance, music, art or writing. Express yourself. Okay, so I do feel like you've been focusing a lot on money right now. Money is a really, really, really big thing that's everyone's thinking about, which is why I don't watch the news, because that's the last thing I need. So I would highly recommend not looking at the news. That's just going to make you feel worse. It is designed to lower your vibration and make you feel worse about your life and yourself. I didn't know you could feel worse about your life, but honestly, when you watch the news, that's when you do feel worse. So try not to engage in drama that is just not for you. Like, you can have like silly drama like the Kardashians, or, you know, soap operas, things like that. That is like semi-fine, but the news is just a big no-no. They're showing me like certain channels have a certain vibration and the news is just ugh. So highly recommend not watching that. Because what's happening for you guys is your energy is very sensitive, especially at the moment, and this is really affecting how you work on a day-to-day life, and especially like EMF waves, you know, Wi-Fi waves, things like that. A lot of electronics are really, really, really affecting you, and it is stopping you from just being in your body, which your body is like super sacred. So if anything is infiltrating that, then we've got to do something about it, girl. Okay. And also picking up selenite is really, really good for you. Selenite is a crystal. It's really, really good at helping you cleanse and clear. So that is really good as well. I tend to wave selenite around my energy. That does tend to help me as well. Okay, so we have create and proud. I genuinely feel like a lot of you guys are going to have your own business. That is what I'm really feeling for some of you guys. If you want your own business, then this is a massive sign for you to start it. Your business does not have to get amazing straight away. Okay, you are allowed to start somewhere and keep going. Like, you don't have to have everything all in one go, knowing exactly what you want to do, knowing exactly how things need to work. Like, that is not how life works. So as I'm doing this reading, I really want to just give a little cleanse and a little sage, because I just feel like I need it. So we're just going to do this, and we're just going to incense your energy as well. So if you need a bit of a cleanse, then this hopefully will help you a little bit. So let's give you a little bit of a cleanse. So if you guys want to know what I'm using, I'm actually using some incense that is from, it's called Mystic Yoga. So this is just going to cleanse your energy, guys. Cleansey, cleansey, cleanse. And I think a lot of you guys always put other people first. So this is so needed for myself as well, included. Okay. I'm just going to stop her out now. Okie dokie, guys. Okay, so let's have a look at your cup and we'll see what's going on. Okay, so I'm picking up a girl with like space buns or pigtails. I am seeing the letter X and a bear for your omen. I'm seeing some of you guys getting problems with your eyes, especially your left one. I would say vitamin, like whatever's really good. What's the vitamin that carrots have? Because I know they're really good for the eyes. I would say definitely that type of vitamin would be really good for you. Okay, let's see what else we have. I'm seeing like children playing on swings. So definitely a lot of like playtime is really good for you guys. I'm hearing like save up your pocket money. So if you get any money that's extra, put it in a piggy bank or in your actual bank. Because I'm seeing like you're going to need it at some point. It's not even going to be for anything intense or like practical. If I'm hearing it's for me, like it's something for me. So maybe you think, oh, I wish I had a bit of money to spend on a spa day, and then you actually forgot that you had an extra bank account with money in it, you know, like that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so I'm seeing a father wound you're letting go of at the moment. This could be a connection to your dad. Maybe you've suddenly reconnected with your dad, or you've suddenly had a really good time with your dad. I'm not sure, but there's something around hearing deconnection, reconnection, and it seems to be like I'm seeing you plugging a plug into a plug hole, and it's like pulling it in, pulling it out, pushing it in, pulling it out. So it's kind of like this up and down connection with a man. It doesn't have to be a father figure, it could be just a guy that you're dealing with, but whatever it is, this feels very unstable, and I want you to really use your own intuition with it. Like, you don't have to force yourself to have this type of connection, but if you do have a connection, I want you to know like you are fully in control. So if you don't feel like it's going very well, maybe you know your mum and dad are divorced, or you know your dad is treating you kind of badly, you can retreat. It's harder when you live with these people, but if you don't, even better. Yeah, I'm hearing exactly like you are in charge. So I'm seeing a bird, and I'm seeing like birds when they fly, like they have their wings fully spread out. So that's what I'm seeing. You'll need to spread your wings. A lot of you guys are needing to, like, especially if you have a job with your family, definitely I think there's a need for you to come away from that now. I don't see you needing to have a job that's connected to your family. I think you need to get as far away from your family as possible, especially if they are treating you really badly. That's something that's really coming up for you guys. A lot of you guys are leaving home. So if you're leaving your home base, I definitely see that is changing. They're telling me they want to show you the colour of this cup. This one is grey. They're all different colours. This one is grey in particular. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit grey, or you may have purchased a grey suit. Okay, butterflies. Massive omen at the moment. You just keep seeing butterflies. That's transformation and metamorphosis, things like that. Okay, I'm seeing like pixies. I'm seeing little like boys running around. So if you are pregnant, you could be with a boy, or you could be like really in like pixie energy. I'm seeing a gift being given to you. Like, I'm seeing someone gifting you flowers. So that could be something that happens in the next couple of weeks as well. And I'm seeing a deer, like a stag. So don't be surprised if you see a deer or a stag within the next couple of weeks, couple of months. You may be going to like a park where they're celebrating Christmas, and they have like this, I don't know, a deer made out of wire or something like that. Like, it's going to follow you around, this omen, for a few months. It's to do with kind of your strength and your power to like push through and be determined, especially if you have been very, I'm hearing discharge. They're showing me like someone pulling the plug on you, like almost like draining your battery. That's basically how you've been feeling right now, and especially around work and career and things like that. Things have been feeling very, very uncomfortable and just generally very confusing. So when it comes to work, don't worry about any like people who say like, no, I don't want to take you on, or this job isn't good for you, or anything like that. Just do not listen to these people. It's not about you. And if you keep getting rejected from jobs, just know like I know, and they're saying, I know it's hard, like I know it's something you don't want to do, like trust me, we don't want to be rejected as humans, like it's really hard for us, but it will pay off. Like, essentially, like you are being strengthened in that area of being rejected. I don't see you being rejected for too much, but I'm hearing you're punching under your weight. Like, you're possibly applying for jobs that you know really aren't that great for you, but you're doing it anyway. You can get a better job. You might just have to look on a different job site or talk to someone different, because I'm picking up that we are always coming into our life and opportunities from our past. So say if we've always been rejected by, you know, say we like men and we've always been rejected by men, so you're going to feel like you're always going to be rejected by them because of your past. We're always going off of our past. So you basically want to kind of rewire your brain and just try new things, even if it feels really, really hard and scary. It is really, really good for you. There's something about like needing to have a little or a lot more creativity in your career. So if you want to bring that in, just know that if you have your own business, there's going to be some creative flow coming in the next couple of months, and I feel like that's going to really push you to start a new project and possibly get a wodge of cash. If you are working for somebody else or you're working for a company, it feels to me like you're dressing a little bit different, you're dressing a little bit more colour. That's going to help you. And you might even want to get a promotion. You might be wanting to apply for different projects that can get you up the ladder a little bit, because I'm hearing like, it's enough, I don't want to be on this level anymore, I want to be higher, I want to get more recognition. That is what you are going to get. That's pretty much what I feel happening. And it feels to me like there's a lot of stuff coming out. I'm seeing like an argument where you just blur everything out. Good, they're saying good, get it out. They want you to get it out. Let's see, I'm seeing a guy with the letter P, and I keep seeing Peter Pan, like it's like a child man, like a man child. I'm not sure who this person is, but they're really irritating me, like they're kind of tugging on my trousers. So there's definitely a personality of someone like that around you, and honestly, if they are not a friend and you don't really like them, just don't give your attention to them. If anything, cut them out. It just feels like, to me, there's a lot of negative attention on you right now, and it doesn't even feel like there's anyone in particular. It feels like it's more mentally. This is very normal. There's a lot of fear going on the planet at the moment, which is very scary, but it's going to be better. It's going to be fine, and yeah, it will get better. Okay, so let's get you some cards, put them down there. Let's see what your guides want to tell you with your immediate future. What is it you need to know? Some of you guys, I'm really feeling like you're going to be pregnant with a boy. So if you're in a relationship, I do feel that. Oh, that's cute. So lots of stuff to do with the crown chakra. We've got bridge. There's a lot of like purple coming up, which is really nice. Your guys' reading is so much more, I would say more starseedy than the first group. The first group was very earthy, earth angel. This is very starseedy, very angelic. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are tarot readers, or you are somebody who works a lot with spirit or energies, or you're a Reiki healer or something like that, because your work does not involve like physical stuff like papers. It could be you work on the computer a lot, you are working with your energy a lot, you're working, yeah, it's just like you always can't write down what you're doing on a day-to-day basis because it's not a physical thing. Okay, self-love, that's a really big one for you guys, because that's underneath the deck. The flowers underneath is a massive deal. Okay, so rose quartz and amethyst are really good starting crystals. So the fact that these two have come out are showing me that you're going back to basics. Okay, so I would say there is a big change with how capable you are. A lot of you guys are being thrown so much. It is very overwhelming, but it's going to get better. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're bridging between who you have been and who you're going to be, and there's a lot of your like psychic side that isn't being shown. And I feel like in terms of love life, you're going to, if you are single, you're going to be starting to meet more people who are on your wavelength, who are much more spiritual than what you're used to. You're used to kind of people that aren't as spiritual. I do feel like there's some new people coming in as well. And I see that you might be attending a spiritual group, or you might be starting a spiritual group, which could be a really good thing for you guys. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are feeling a lot of lack of movement. Everyone is. So yeah, preach on that. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. So let's see what we have. Yeah, I feel like there's some harsh truths that are coming out, but they need to happen. It's kind of like I'm hearing you can't avoid death. Like, that's what I'm hearing. It sounds really morbid. I don't feel like anyone's going to die. I don't feel that at all. That's not the sort of thing I channel. But it feels to me as if you are needing to cut a lot of like cords with people or environments or anything like that. Basically restructuring. And I'm seeing a little kid with building blocks, and it's like the kid just keeps like knocking them down because they're very like, you know, their hands can't grip the bricks properly. That is kind of like you're the child, and the bricks is kind of like your life. So you're trying to like get this job opportunity, and then boom, it all falls down again. It's because you are literally, you can't go back to where you were, but you haven't got a solid foundation moving forward. So I do feel like you are building that now. That's why it feels really confusing. I feel like for a lot of you guys, within the next like 10 days, there's going to be a confidence boost, which I think is going to really help you. There's something about Leo or Aries in your life that's going to help you, make you feel a lot better. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. All my information for my private readings is down below, and if you'd like to check out my rates, then you can just email or Instagram message me. My private reading rates are in the description as well if you want to check those out. Please comment, like and subscribe if you would like to, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys have the card of trust. Trust in your intuition, in what you are feeling, sensing, seeing or experiencing. So this is definitely a card for you guys when it comes to leaning in and connecting to other people, where you feel like you can trust and you feel like you can you feel safe and you feel able to let your guard down, let your hair down. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you're feeling like a lack of trust, I feel like you are going to start to be a lot more in the flow, probably the next couple of weeks. It feels like there's a lot of things that are kind of cutting at your trust. It's kind of cutting at your self-worth. It could be people, it could be environments, it could be your job, it could be money situations, it could be anything, but whatever it is, it feels like it's kind of cutting away at your fears and your fears and the way you see yourself, and it feels like it's really just affecting your self-esteem. So I definitely feel like there's going to be some newness coming for you when it comes to trust, and I feel like there's also a sense of needing to trust yourself in new relationships to other people. It could also be just trusting yourself in relationship to anyone. Even if people have been in your life for a long time, or if they're family members, you're being asked to like trust more in these family members. And also where you are learning to trust yourself more, there could be some people that need to kind of go out of your life because you now trust yourself more, that you're no longer need to hold on to these old people from the past. And a holiday, lovely. So some of you guys, it could be you're going on holiday soon. It could be that you are wanting to go on holiday, and it could be that I'm just hearing also like you don't have to spend loads of money on a holiday. It could literally be that you are not working for a few days and you just give yourself a break. It could be that you are trying like a Zen kind of community little retreat thing. I feel like it could be you're going to have more of a holiday around the holidays. So around Christmas time, you probably will be actually spending more time off. It could be that you're going to book a trip around December as well. I'm seeing something clicking, like your brain is like, I am done with this, I need to change it up. It doesn't have to be expensive. I keep hearing that over again. It doesn't have to be expensive, because I know a lot of you guys are kind of we're all, struggling with money in different ways. So I feel like for you, I want you to turn around your kind of awareness around money and realize that you can change your relationship to it, where you can be more creative with money. Like say if food has gone up a lot more, you can be a little bit more, it's kind of push you to be more creative with how you spend your money, where you spend it, but also like what money means to you. Like I feel like it's kind of got a nice hold on you, like it's gripping into you, almost like a leech, like it's leeching off of your energy. And I want to tell you, like, there is more to life than money. And I know money is massive, like a massive big deal in society, unfortunately. But I feel like literally you can meditate on this and you're gonna feel less attached to it. Like I feel like if you just meditate on just relaxing your energy and your mind and just kind of chilling yourself out, I really feel like you're just gonna let go of that resistance. I feel like it's a resistance to control. Like it's kind of like you are trying to control how you see everything, and just things are basically, you've been put in a position a lot of your life where you've had to be very heavily responsible. And when it comes to money, it's very much out of our control. So I want you to realize there is more to life than just the money, and especially if we're working really, really hard, money will feel like the be all end all everything, So what I feel for you is you can get creative, you can borrow it from different places, and you can also distract yourself. Like you can put your attention somewhere else. And sometimes it means that if you're worrying about money, maybe you need a conversation with a friend, maybe you need to go out for a walk in nature. Like you don't have to focus on it all the time. It's not going to change overnight. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you. And I'm also picking up on images of like Picasso, like artwork that he's done, and I'm pretty sure Picasso is the one with the really weird faces in the eyes, like in really disjointed areas of the face. What I see with that is that's how you feel. They show me like my eyes are like two opposite ends of my face, and then my mouth is like where my ear is. Like that's kind of how it feels right now. It feels like things are not in the right place. And that will be a feeling that you're going to have for a couple of weeks, which I know is annoying, but it is going to be fine. Okay, so we have energy. Try to keep a positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. And then we have clearing. So I'm pretty much going to guarantee you that by January, which is going to be, this is a general reading, so I'm going to say by within about 4 months, you are going to be starting to be around new people. And I say starting because I don't know exactly when new people are coming in, but for a lot of you guys, this group is about groups. This group is about Aquarius energy. It's about coming together with people, tribes, communities, live off-grid living, things like that. That's definitely what I'm picking up for you guys. And it's all about abundance. It's like your awareness around abundance and realizing that abundance is different to different areas. And abundance is actually, it's not thing that's out of our control. We actually can control it, essentially. And they're telling me like it's basically what you allow into your energy that affects your abundance. So if you have constantly been around narcissistic people, or you've been around, like, I don't know, people who are very negative or energy vampires, you will feel like you can create abundance a lot less in your life. You're going to feel a lot lower. You're going to feel a lot more uncreative, if that's a word, I don't know. You're going to feel a lot more stressed. And I'm seeing a fox as an omen. So what I'm picking up is like, you've got to be more creative with how you approach things. You will be forced to kind of like do things differently, which is quite a big thing for humans, because it's really hard for us to do things differently sometimes. Yeah, I'm seeing that you're being rewired. You're being like, cogs are turning. Your life is pretty much changing a lot. Okay, so let's see what else we have. So I'm going to pull you guys a tarot card. I'm going to get you a card. Let's see. I want this one. Lovely. I love this. I definitely felt like this group was a relationship group. Okay, you have to put the cup down because this is tea time. Getting the tea, sis. Okay, so got the Two of Cups. So this came out in the reverse. I'm going to say this is for either or, depending on your situation. So if you're going through a breakup, this is literally just confirmation that things are breaking away out of your life. Breaking up is really uncomfortable and horrible and really stressful, but it is part of life. And I want you to get support in any way you can. Don't feel afraid to get support. And that can mean literally getting a reading from somebody. I mean, obviously not me, it doesn't have to be me, but I just mean like literally getting support from anyone in any way you can. So it can be a reading, it can be therapy, it can be writing out your thoughts. Like, you just are being pushed to do things differently. So yes, there will be breakups and there will be kind of like things ending. You may have already been going through this for the last 4 years, because it feels like to me there's a lot of like things that are pulling away out of your life and you haven't been given the good stuff yet. So for those of you who aren't going through a literal breakup, I do see a lot of mutual attraction and close bonds coming towards you. And I did say there's a lot of groups. There's definitely people who are coming towards you in a really nice way, and they're going to come in nice and easily. Look for them in places that are obvious. They're telling me, like, so if you want spiritual people, look into yoga groups, look to spiritual groups, retreats, online groups. Don't be afraid to be seen as someone quite spiritual, which is a really big message for me as well, because even though I do even though I have a YouTube channel dedicated to me being a psychic, I still get nervous about people seeing me as spiritual. Like, I'm not sure what that is about, but it is kind of scary for some weird reason. Yeah, and there's romantic love coming as well. That is definitely on the card. So let's see what that's about, because that is directly connected to your tea leaf reading. So let's see what's going on here. Okie dokie, so I see 2 like lobsters, and I know that's like a massive reference to your friends, where it's like they found their lobster, they're each other's lobster. That is literally you and somebody else. I'm also seeing a platypus as your omen. I'm seeing a pixie. I'm seeing a dragon. There's a lot of like mythical creatures, so you might be watching or playing something that's got mythical creatures in it. They're saying they want you to step lightly into life, like you keep taking things very seriously, and they want you to tread more lightly. It's basically like nothing is that serious, nothing is that serious, nothing is that serious. Okay, slow down, bring your energy down to your root chakra. Black crystals, red crystals, they're really good for the root. They're telling me red jasper is a really good one for you guys as well. I'm also seeing somebody might be buying glasses or some like eyewear, like you might be changing up the look around your eyes, you might be wearing false eyelashes for the first time. There's something about like changing up your look. I definitely see some new people. I'm hearing a crowded room. You may actually be quite famous for something within like the next 6 months to a year, and you might end up being in a crowded room of people all staring at you, like wondering what you're going to say. That's what I see. And I also see some groups. I'm seeing 3 groups of people. So you think you're not going to have any friends, and there's actually a massive amount of people that are coming towards you, which I see. So this is also really random. I always get random messages. As you guys know, I'm getting Noddy and Andy Pandy. I think those are the like English children's stories, which are really freaky names, but they're showing me like bright, vivid colours, and they're pointing me towards like the inner child. They're showing me to really turn up the volume on the colour in your life, because things are feeling really like pale and black and white and just really dull. And they're telling me to turn up the saturation. And what that means is to play more, to meditate more, like to literally get your energy lighter, because it's feeling a bit dense. It's feeling really low, not low vibration, it's feeling like it's just been pulled down. And your root chakra's really having a tug on it at the moment. And that's probably affecting your attention around money as well. So definitely a lot of cleansing, saging, red crystals, black crystals, really good for you. There's definitely a man coming in who's got quite thick facial hair and quite thick hair. So if you are wanting a partner with thick hair, I do see that. There could be a friend as well, but to me it looks like they're saying either your dad, or it could be a partner. So they're showing me a dad, because maybe your dad does something significant or something in your life in the next few months. But to me it looks like you just like people with thick hair. So there's definitely a partner coming in if you're single. You could have a partner, and if you do have a partner, they do have thick hair. I'm seeing like a big thick load of hair at the top. So and they probably have dark hair as well, like black or dark brown. So I'm seeing maintenance. There's a lot of maintenance going on in your life. There's like maintenance on like your house, your car, your health, your love life. There's like lots of things that are being tweaked. Like I'm seeing like a screwdriver going into a screw, and it's screwing it. And when you get things maintained, it takes time. Like you can't just always fix something straight away, which is annoying, but it's true. It's kind of like building IKEA furniture. It takes time, and sometimes you can break up over it. Like it's not the most fun situation, and it feels like you can make it fun, but it's not the most fun. Like I see the next couple of months being like maintaining months, almost like you kind of got to look after your health a little bit more, and look after your body a little bit more, look after your money a little bit more. Like there's different, like basically you're being asked to just pay a little bit more attention to things that you didn't realise need to be paid attention to, otherwise it will get worse. And I'm not saying that as like a threat. It's not who I am as a reader, but I am saying it to like kind of encourage you guys to fix the problem as you see it. Like don't let it hang over your head. First of all, it will make you stressed out, and 2, if you need to borrow the money for a certain thing, then I definitely am recommending it. Like it will pay off. And I'm telling you this now as someone who's predicting the future, because I do feel for a lot of you guys is if you don't put the money into what you need to put it into, you may regret it later. So it can be anything to do from health to your car to your house. Like it could be anything, but there's definitely something that needs your attention. And I'm hearing major attention. I'm hearing a flashing light. Don't be afraid, it's not anything scary, but it looks to me like it could be something like the car or the house mainly. It feels like a kind of like a thing you use on a daily basis, and you need it. I'm seeing like a blue car specifically, like a blue tinny car, like a Renault or like a, I don't know, like a Nissan or something like that. For some reason I'm getting that really specifically. I don't know why I picked this card deck up, because I didn't actually want to, but okay. So let's just get a couple more cards. Okay, so guys, got some tea there. Okay, so you have the card of energy. I think we already had that card, didn't we? I'm pretty sure. Try to keep positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. So that if we have that twice, they're literally just confirming like you need to be around positive people. That is going to come. There we go. The truth will set you free. That's literally what they're telling me. Let's bring this ISO down a little bit so you can see. Okay, so we have the card of truth. I love this card. I love this pink crystal in here. I mean, this says it's smithsonite, but I'm going to say it's rhodonite because it kind of looks like rhodonite. The truth is coming out for you guys, and it feels like it's kind of like when parents give you a hard time, but they do it because they love you. That's kind of what I'm getting from this energy. Like the next couple of weeks, or the last couple of weeks, have been, okay, you need to do this, you know, I love you, but you have to do this, like otherwise it's just going to get worse. It's kind of like the tough love situation. That's what I'm feeling. So a lot of you guys are going on a really intense journey at the moment. You may be physically traveling or like just traveling internally, I don't know, but what it looks to me is you need to do kind of like the basic uncomfortable stuff first, and then you're going to get the reward. It's kind of like they're showing me like a different stages to a kid's party. So a kid's party can be fun from a kid's perspective, right? The kid just arrives at the party and they have fun. But then you've got the other side of it, which is the parents' side, which is the planning and the organising and the buying everything and making sure they've got enough money to buy stuff. Like that's kind of what I'm seeing is like, they want you to be more of the child, but right now you're the adult. You're in the adult situation where you're having to do everything very practically, and then you're going to transition into being the child where you're going to have more fun and more play. But the next couple of weeks, I feel, is just literally like planning things and just doing the uncomfortable, yucky stuff, which a lot of the groups tend to be like that at the moment. That's just kind of the energy of what I'm picking up at the moment. So I don't know why, but I'm keep picking up on the Smithsonian Museum, and I keep seeing like National Museum, like the Night in the Museum. I'm not sure what that's about, but I keep hearing the word Smithsonian, and it could be a time in history, as like the Smithsonian era. I don't know, but there's something to do with that situation. I'm seeing cavemen as well. I don't know what that's about, but that's just what I'm picking up on. So there's your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a lovely day. If you'd like to check out my private reading rates, they are down below. I am in between moving at the moment, so they may be a little bit slow, but this reading is timeless, and whenever you come across this reading, if you ever want a reading, then please don't hesitate to message me. I am still doing readings, so I am on Instagram and email, so just give me a message on either of those. And if you'd like to and you're not already, please subscribe, like and comment down below. I love hearing your comments. I love hearing what you guys have to say about the reading, and I really appreciate you guys commenting and subscribing and just kind of just putting your energy into my videos. I really appreciate that, because you don't have to, so thank you. And yeah, I will speak to you very soon. Have a great day. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.